Well, good morning, Milestone. Welcome to the first full week of May. It's good to have everybody or most everybody back in the office. And I thought we would kick off this first full week with a few more thoughts. So back to the Milestone Wayback Machine. I hope a few of you really get that reference. It's funny. If not, you should look it up. But anyway, back to the Wayback Machine and back to our sales meeting in November. We were talking about our why, and after some eloquent elaboration and undoubtedly not an insignificant amount of rambling by yours truly, we stated it. And I know I've mentioned this plenty and as recently as last week in this weekly thought video, but our why was that we want to be part of a family and work to be better by having each other's backs. The operative word there isn't family, it isn't backs, it's others. So today I wanted to dive in a little bit into what that means, because as we're striving to be better every day, ourselves and our Milestone family, understanding others is important and it's critical. First, others implies a group. So show up, be engaged in small ways, in big ways. It doesn't matter. There's some truth to the axiom that just showing up is a key part of success. Next, and this is very important, show up to give. We all know about the importance of relationships and trust in business. It's clear to us and evident from the successes that we are having that if you don't understand people, you don't understand business. Business is about people. Don't get me wrong. We use and treasure information and numbers and, importantly, preparation. Preparation makes a difference. Numbers make a difference, and they'll help us to get better. Not that this is not a pretty obvious statement, but this is a great story to reinforce just that very notion. And we all know we love a good story. So here you go. Greg Maddux is one of my favorite pitchers of all time. He's a legit great. Here's just one story about what made him great. So years ago, the Astros manager, you'll appreciate that, Jimy Williams, summoned a beat writer to his side while he was hitting grounders in the infield during team's batting practice sometime early in the 2003 season. And he said, "When you get a chance, look over in the other dugout and tell me what you see." Sitting in the visitors' dugout at Minute Maid Park was that night's starting pitcher for the other team, Greg Maddux, intently watching the Astros take batting practice. So this almost never happens, but Maddux, looking for an edge, any edge, was focused on where the Astros were hitting the ball and checking out who was feeling comfortable at the plate and who wasn't. The beat writer looked at Williams and he smiled. Williams said back to him, "There's a reason he's going to the Hall of Fame." Knowledge and preparation are unquestionably important. But the fact is that understanding people is what will deliver the big win. Now you get to watch 3 quick clips from one of my all-time favorite movies, Major League. So enjoy.
On their way to the mound, and this could be all for Harris. He has pitched a beauty.
How's the hole, Eddie? Look a little tired.
I'm throwing every piece of junk I can think of at him, Skipper. I got enough left for one more hitter.
Nah, you pitched a hell of a game, man. Take a seat. We'll see if we can get this guy out for you.
Good game, Eddie.
Give me Vaughn.
You want Vaughn?
I know he hadn't done very well against this guy, but I got a hunch he's due.
Good job.
I hate this fucking song.
Haywood likes the hard stuff out over the plate, so bust him in and don't get up with anything. You listening to me, Rick?
Yeah.
Okay, you're my man. Go get him, kid.
This guy's the out you've been waiting your whole life for.
So a surprise move by Brown here, bringing in the Wild Thing, who's been shelled in 2 outings against the Yankees. Haywood steps in, the American League's Triple Crown winner, .341 average, 48 homers, 121 RBIs. He's homered the only 2 times he's faced one.
All right, Ricky, let's get nasty.
Haywood set at the plate. Vaughn from the windup. Swung on and missed.
Tucker was moving, wasn't it? If it hit you, leave a 2-foot hole coming out. Okay, what should we call now? Let's see what the kid feels about the old number 1.
Wild Thing delivers. Strike 2.
Forget about the curveball, Ricky. Give him a heater.
Well, shit. All these pitches to choose from. Maybe we ought to try something different this time.
Chin music. Taylor's pointing again. Unbelievable. They're on their feet here, stomping, clapping. Come on, join in wherever you are out there. Let's hear you, Cleveland. Taylor waits at the plate. The Duke at the belt. Hayes away from second. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Taylor bunts. Shit. Here comes the throw. He slides. He is safe. Safe. The Indians win it. The Indians win it. Oh my God! The Indians win it.
Incredible movie. The point of these clips, though, is to show that understanding people can give you success when knowledge and preparation alone wouldn't have. Certainly the data wouldn't have suggested making any of the decisions, any of the moves that we just saw in these clips. In understanding people, I think that showing up to give is the single most important thing that we need to understanding. The bottom line, be a giver. What are you doing for the person next to you? Why does that matter, you ask? Well, how much better do you feel about going to work when you feel that the person next to you, maybe virtually, maybe figuratively, is truly working for you? Giving without any expectation of return is incredibly powerful. The odds are that the best relationships and some of the best outcomes in your life have come as a result of being on the giving end of giving without any expectation of return, or the receiving end of a no strings attached gift. Think about it. That's why the phrase no strings attached even exists. There's a huge difference when the giving is done without an expectation of anything in return. So I'll ask again in a slightly different way. Don't you want to wake up and go to work with only the purpose of doing something good for someone else? More importantly, don't you want to work with someone that wants to do that for you? We've seen some spectacular examples of that amongst ourselves in the past few weeks, but we can be more intentional about it. We can be better about it. We can be consistently better about it every day with our Milestone family and our customers, our extended Milestone family, if you will. People respond to givers, and giving without expectation creates trust. And trust is the foundation that your knowledge and preparation can use to deliver spectacular results. Indulge me with one final example of this, and I'll prove it to you. I've established a personal trust with a lot of you. Hopefully, you believe that I have your back. So when I tell you that the Coyote Pellet Grill is the best grill that I've ever cooked on, you believe me. You probably believe me even though you know a lot more facts about some other competitive products. Or you may believe me in spite of the fact that you know nothing. You're at least going to go and do a little research to see if I might be right. And this is where the preparation and knowledge for yourself really come into play. But the foundation of trust is absolutely where it starts. And that is there because of the trust I've built up from giving to you without an expectation of return. So I'll wrap up with this. What can you do for someone that you work with today without expecting anything in return? What about tomorrow, next week? Do that, and I promise that you will be better for it. And be better every day is what we're shooting for. Thanks, everybody. Let's have a wonderful May.